Hello friends, now we see the unit first semiconductor part second semiconductor diodes. P-type semiconductor. When a small amount of trivalent impurity is added to the intrinsic semiconductor. Trivalent impurity, as we know that boron is the trivalent impurity because in the outermost orbit there are only 3 electrons. If such type of trivalent impurity is added in the intrinsic means pure semiconductor, then it is known as p-type semiconductor. The addition of trivalent impurity provides a large number of holes in the intrinsic semiconductor. Why holes? Because out of 4 silicon atoms or germanium atom, 3 atoms they can be attached with the covalent bond with the boron atom or trivalent impurity, and one germanium or silicon atom will remain as it is. So there is no any extra electron in the boron or third group trivalent impurity atom to combine covalent bond with the silicon or germanium atom. So such type of deficiency it is known as holes. Holes is a vacancy. Hole means it is a one type of vacancy or deficiency of electron with the positive charge. So such type of hole it have positive charge. So here we consider that positive P as a initial we take for p-type semiconductor. N-type semiconductor. When a small amount of pentavalent impurity is added to the intrinsic semiconductor, then it is known as N-type semiconductor. The addition of pentavalent impurity provides a large number of electrons in the intrinsic semiconductor. So instead of trivalent impurity, if we add the pentavalent impurity in N-type semiconductor, then it is known as N-type semiconductor. The addition of pentavalent impurity provides a large number of electrons, and the charge on electron is negative. Therefore, we consider that it is N-type semiconductor. Diffusion current and drift current. Diffusion, the process in which the movement of charge carrier, free electrons and holes takes place from the region of higher charge carrier concentration to the region of lower carrier concentration is called diffusion. Means here we consider that a large amount of higher level is, and here we consider lower level, and like this the charge are moving from higher level to lower level. So such type of process it is known as the diffusion process. Means the charge carriers they are moving from higher level to the higher level concentration to the lower level concentration. Diffusion current, the electric current produced due to the diffusion of charge carrier from the region of higher concentration to the region of lower concentration is known as diffusion current. Like we consider that one water tank is there. Here we consider one water tank. Here we consider another water tank. In this water is present, and this water it is flowing through, as we know that in normal case the water is flowing through this like this. So here we consider that this is the higher concentration and here is the lower concentration of charge carrier. So charges are moving from higher concentration to lower concentration. Here more number of water is present, so water means charge carriers, and here it is present at higher level. Therefore here we consider that this is the positive, and here less number of charge carrier is present, so here we consider it is negative. So in this way here we consider that the diffusion is the process where the charge carrier they are moving from higher concentration to the lower concentration. Diffusion is the process where the charge carriers they are moving from higher concentration to the lower concentration. So such type of process it is known as diffusion process. Drift current, the motion of charge carrier due to the electric field is called drift current. So this is the process. Here we say that the charge carriers that is holes they are moving from majority charge carrier holes they are moving from p-type semiconductor to n-type semiconductor. At the same time, the majority charge carrier electrons, they are moving from n-type semiconductor to p-type semiconductor. So in this way, here we say that the electrons and hole, they diffuse from each other. Means here we say that the electrons, they are diffused from p-type n-type semiconductor to p-type semiconductor. At the same times, the holes, they diffuse from n-type semiconductor to p-type semiconductor. So such type of diffusion processes takes place. Now what happened due to this diffusion process? Due to this diffusion process, here we say that the due to this diffusion process, here we say that this region, it will work like a barrier potential. What is the meaning of barrier potential? Barrier potential means, here the next hole, they cannot cross from this p region to n region. These holes, they will work like a barrier to come the next hole in this n type semiconductor. Similarly, these electrons, they will work like a barrier potential for these electrons to come in the n p type semiconductor. So this whole region between these yellow lines, it will work like a barrier potential. Means the holes and electrons, they cannot cross this barrier potential. And at the same time, here we say that there is a negative charge, here we consider that there is a positive charge. So this region, it will work like a barrier potential. Here it will work like a positive negative plate. At the same time, this plate, this region, it will work like a positive plate, and therefore it will work like a barrier potential. Now next, so diffusion means just the charge carrier move from higher concentration to lower concentration. This region is higher concentration of holes, they are moving in the n type semiconductor, and at the same time these electrons, they are the higher concentration, they are moving to the p type semiconductor. So such type of process, without any external force, the movement of charge carriers, it may be electron or holes, these electrons or these holes, they move from n type semiconductor to p type semiconductor, or from p type semiconductor to n type semiconductor. This process, it is known as diffusion process. Next we see that drift process. In this drift process, from this battery, the charge carriers, they are holes, they are moving to p type semiconductor, electrons, they are moving to the n type semiconductor. So like this, the charge carriers, they are moving. Again one time I show that, sorry, this hole, it is moving to p type semiconductor, this again hole, it is moving to p type semiconductor. Now these electrons, they are moving to n type semiconductor. So in this way, from the power supply, the charge carriers, they are coming into the p type and n type semiconductor. So such type of process, it is known as drift process. Concept of p-n junction. If a half part of a pure semiconductor, that is silicon or germanium, is doped with trivalent impurity, a p-type semiconductor is formed, and remaining half part with pentavalent impurity, n-type semiconductor is formed. If we join a piece of p-type semiconductor to a piece of n-type semiconductor, then such that the crystal structure remains same at the boundary, a p-n junction is formed. So a p-n junction across which no external voltage source is connected is known as unbiased p-n junction. Means any p-n junction diode is there. If there any external supply, any external voltage is not given, then such type of semiconductor, it is known as unbiased p-n junction. The p region has high concentration of holes, that is majority carriers, and negatively charged ions, where n region has a high concentration of free electron, that is majority carriers, and positively charged ions. Means in p region, holes are the majority carriers and negative ions are present. In n region, higher concentration of electrons that are the majority carriers and positively charged ions are present. Holes and free electrons are mobile charge carrier, but ions are immobile. These holes and electrons, they are the mobile charge carriers, means they can easily move in the crystal, p-n junction crystal, but at the same time the ions are immobile, they cannot move. As soon as the p-n junction is formed, some of the holes which are near the junction from the p region diffuse into the n region, the combine with free electrons in the n region. How diffusion process will take place? Now only we see. Similarly, some of the free electrons which are near the junction from n region diffuse to p region. These free electrons also recombine with the holes. The diffusion of holes from p region to n region and from free electron from n region to p region takes place because they move randomly due to the thermal energy, and also because there is a difference in concentration of two regions. So diffusion is a process, it will take due to the two different way. First, due to the higher concentration. Now only we see that in p-type semiconductor, holes are the majority carriers, so they are diffused in n region. Similarly, the electrons, they are diffused in the p region. So higher concentration to lower concentration movement. This is one process, and another one is due to the thermal uh, energy. So due to the thermal energy, the covalent bonds are break, and therefore large number of free electrons and holes are available, and they can move from p region to n region or from n region to p region. So in this way, the diffusion process will take place. The region containing the uncompensated acceptor and donor ions near the junction is called depletion region. Between that yellow lines, we have shown that the depletion layer. The mobile charge carrier, that is free electrons and holes, have been depleted in this region. So in this region, depletion region, free electrons and holes have been depleted. Means they move from p region or n region to this region. Potential barrier. The electric field between the positively and negative ion acceptor and donor ions is called barrier. The potential difference at p-n junction act as a barrier wall against the flow of free electrons and holes, and it is known as potential barrier. The barrier potential opposes the flow of charge carrier across the p-n junction. The external voltage exceeding the barrier potential to appropriate polarity has to be applied across p-n junction in order to overcome the opposition of potential barrier. So in this way, the potential barrier or the is formed or depletion region is formed. Now with this figure, we consider how the potential barrier will form. So initially, due to the diffusion, the potential barrier is like this, and it will increases. So like this, the potential barrier will increase, or the depletion layer. So this is the region where we consider that holes and electrons are diffused. So this region is known as depletion region, and due to this depletion region, here here the holes are there, positive charge carrier, here the electrons are there. So in this way, the difference between this higher level to lower level, so this level, it is known as potential barrier. So in this way, the potential barrier may be formed in case of p-n junction diode. So the sky blue color shows the initial potential barrier, and the blue, outer blue, it will show the depletion layer form due to the diffusion. Factors, factors deciding the potential barrier. The semiconductor material used silicon or germanium. So which type of material, semiconducting material, is used? It will depend upon that. If we silicon, the potential barrier may be different. In case of germanium, the potential barrier is different. For silicon, it is 0.6 to 0.7 volt. For germanium, it is 0.3 to 0.2 volt. The intrinsic concentration of silicon and germanium before doping. So how much pure semiconductors are there, that is known as intrinsic concentration. How much silicon is pure form, how much germanium is in pure form, The level of doping the level of doping of p type and n type site means how much trivalent impurity is added in p type semiconductor. Similarly, how much impurity of pentavalent it is added in n type semiconductor or in a pure semiconductor. Last one is the operating temperature of p-n junction. So at what temperature the p-n junction is operated, at 0 degree Kelvin temperature or at we say that at room temperature. So depending, these are the four different factors on that the potential barrier may be vary. Semiconducting material, silicon or germanium, which we use intrinsic concentration of silicon and germanium, how much pure concentrated or pure silicon or germanium crystals are there. Then after that the level of doping, how much impurity is added in p type and n type semiconductor, and the operating temperature. So these are the four factors on that the potential barrier may be depend. If p-n junction is at room temperature, then thermal energy is added continuously. As a result of this, few holes and free electrons will acquire enough energy to diffuse in p-n junction. Since the diffusion of majority charge carrier, that is free electron and holes, is opposite in direction, therefore there is a current across p-n junction. This component of current due to the majority charge carrier is called majority carrier current. Definition: the electric current produced due to the diffusion of majority charge carrier across p-n junction is called majority charge carrier. There is another component of current which flow through p-n junction. There are few free electrons in the p region and few holes in the n region. The barrier helps these minority carriers to drift across p-n junction. The minority carriers are constantly generated due to the thermal energy. In an unbiased p-n junction, the majority carrier current and minority carrier current are equal in magnitude and flow in opposite direction. So, therefore, there will be no net flow of electric current across unbiased p-n junction. As a result, the unbiased p-n junction is no use for actual practice. Means minority carrier and majority carrier, they are moving equal in magnitude, but they are moving in opposite direction. Suppose these are the majority charge carriers, these are the minority charge carrier, both are equal in magnitude and opposite in direction, and therefore the net flow of current in unbiased p-n junction is 0. So in this way, today we see the how the p-n junction diode is formed, how the depletion layer and the potential barrier is generated, and how the current will flow through the p-n junction diode in unbiased p-n junction diode. It is due to the majority charge carrier, it is due to the minority charge carrier, and what is the meaning of diffusion current and drift current. So these are the different points today we see in this lecture. Okay, thank you.